It's exactly what I wanted. When I was a teenager, I had an Applause by Ovation, and I unfortunately had to sell it. And ever since then, I have wanted to actually get a real Ovation with the off-center holes, and it was about time for me to do so, because I've actually been playing guitar on stage a little bit more, as I am now on a worship team, and I needed a guitar that could be plugged in, because I don't have one at the moment. I really need one. I was setting a budget for myself around $300, and I found my dream guitar, and that is a used Ovation CC257 Deluxe. So basically this is that off-center kind of with leafy style kind of guitar. It's actually now called the Elite. However, this is the previous version. I believe they were made in like the 80s and 90s. So this is a used guitar, and I'm really excited to open it up. As you can see, this is actually a Taylor logo on it. That is because this is bought used. Obviously, these are no longer in production. However, I'm just a huge fan of used guitars and guitars that already have an existing history. I just really like that. Let me tell you really quick about the experience, and I think that's actually probably why you're on this video, to see what it's like to buy a used guitar sight unseen from guitarcenter.com. I actually found the guitar on musiciansfriend.com, and I called the Guitar Center that it was at. Guitar Center and Musicians Friend are actually under the same umbrella. They're the same company. However, I called the Guitar Center that was at to, just kind of verify condition. I was also trying to get an idea if it was a shallow bowl or not, because I didn't really want a mid-depth or anything wider, because they're a little bit more difficult to play, and I really wanted a super shallow because this is going to be primarily a stage guitar, and it is just a much easier guitar to play. It plays more like an electric than an acoustic, and that's kind of what I was going, because I wanted that for my stage guitar. So I called them and I verified condition. They verified everything. They let me know there's a slight bow up towards the body on the neck. They even played it on the phone for me and showed me there was no buzzing or anything like that. So I was super impressed by their customer service, so I went ahead and placed the order with my own money so I could see what the experience is like, and so I could finally have this guitar for myself. So I actually placed this order on Tuesday of last week, and it showed up today, which is a Monday. So it actually showed up in less than a week, which I was super impressed with. It did ship the same day from the Guitar Center that was purchased, and they let me know that it was going to come with a case, which is super awesome. The box showed up today, and the box is actually in fantastic condition. Looks like the shipping company took really, really good care of it, which is nice to know. So I'm hoping the inside is actually in really good condition as well. So we're gonna go ahead and dig into that right now. I'm gonna open it up. I have not seen this guitar yet, and I'm super stoked because this is a guitar I've wanted ever since I was a teenager, and so it's a really big deal for me. I am hoping this is exactly what I want. So we're gonna be opening this up and checking for a couple different things. We're gonna be checking for condition, number one. We're gonna be checking if it's a super shallow body, and then of course if it comes with like a gig bag, or I'm hoping maybe a hard case. We'll see. So it may come with an electric guitar case, but it would be amazing if it came with an Ovation specific hard case. So we'll kind of see. At $300, I'm not super hopeful that it comes with a hard case, but hey, who knows what happens. That said, let's open it up and let's see what kind of condition, and let's verify all of those things. First up, knife. Sorry for that kind of close up. This is just kind of how I have to film. All right, so far so good. It's got good packaging here. Hey, I see a hard case. More packaging, more packaging. They obviously don't want this to move around in transit. Oh my goodness. Hey, it has an Ovation specific hard case. I honestly was not expecting that. That is awesome. So the case does have a little bit of pitting, it looks like, on it. It is kind of dirty. Obviously, it is an older Ovation, so I'm going to assume this was probably purchased new with this case. However, you can kind of see kind of the little bit of rust and pitting a little bit there. However, considering I wasn't expecting a hard case, that can get cleaned up pretty easily. Maybe we'll do a video about that. So I'm gonna lay it down on the floor here and open it up. So I'm really hoping this is a super shallow and it's not a mid-depth. If it is mid-depth, I've never actually played a mid-depth. I've only played the really, really deep ones. So we'll see. Moment of truth. It's exactly what I wanted. Look at this, look at this. So as you can see, these have those off-center sound holes, and I really wanted that. And as you can see here, it is the super shallow. Wow. So I'm super stoked about this. So this is a really nice guitar. So it is made in Korea, which I have heard is actually a really good thing. I guess the ones that came out of Korea are really high quality. Woo! I'm excited. So I don't see really any blemishes on the body. Wow. So my old Ovation actually had some cracking right here. And so I'm excited that it doesn't seem to show any cracking on the back of the neck. Let's go ahead and look down the neck. He is right. There is ever so slightly a little bit of a bend down there. So doesn't seem like there's any buzzing other than a little bit here and there. That's, I don't think, the neck causing that. So this was 300 bucks. I got a Ovation, essentially an Elite, and a super shallow, exactly what I wanted. It came with a hard case, which I was not expecting. I really did not think. I would bet, I don't even know how much those are worth, probably 100, 200 bucks on their own. Not to mention it looks like it's an original, which is really cool. And really nice condition Ovation. Wow. Okay, so first impressions, this is exactly what I wanted. Like, this makes me so happy. I have been wanting this guitar ever since I was a teenager. This really is exactly what I wanted. So this is the ruby red color. They come in a bunch of different colors. I didn't necessarily want the ruby red. This is actually the same color of the Ovation or the Applause that I had before. I was kind of hoping actually to get a little bit more natural finish. However, this was kind of the best guitar for the price, especially around that $300 price point. They did test this for the electronics, so I do think that does work. I should be able to test that out this week. I actually don't have an amp at home. I truly am an acoustic guitarist. I don't have an amp, and wow. Yeah, look, it's got like gold finish all the way through. You can see gold finish on the knobs. I actually film with my phone and my guitar tuner is on there, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off. I'm gonna tune the guitar really quick. I'm gonna play it for you guys and let you see what you think about the sound. All right, and I am back. I did get a chance to tune the guitar and I'm really excited. This is a really nice guitar. So let's go ahead and play it for you. So one downside to this is playing on your lap is a little bit more difficult. You have to kind of prop up your leg a little bit. Otherwise it likes to slip out from underneath of you. This is what people kind of consider to be almost the electric guitar of acoustic guitars. That's kind of what I mean. So it is much thinner than normal guitars. So let's go ahead and play it. I'll show you what it sounds like. That is a much bigger sound than I was expecting. It's been a long time since I played one of these. My old Ovation I had to sell because I needed the money. However, I'm super stoked to finally have a real Ovation to replace it. And I remember feeling like at least the Applause version didn't have a very big sound. It definitely has a bigger sound than I was expecting and that I remember. It might come down to the different sound hole design as well. It's really nice. It's really nice. If you've never played an Ovation, I highly recommend giving them a chance. They do get kind of a bad rap just because they're a very different guitar than most people are used to. However, this one is just, I'm super impressed. This guitar right here was made in, I'm gonna look it up. I wanna get the serial number and maybe even call the manufacturer to see exactly what year this was made. However, these were made up until I think it was 1995, if I remember right, the CC257. But I am excited to see what kind of the history of this guitar is, how old it is, and that kind of stuff. So that is really exciting. So I am going to follow up this video later on with a full review of this guitar, just to show you guys exactly what it is, all the different features of it, and that kind of stuff. Once I've had a chance to play it longer and maybe play it on stage and make sure all the electronics are exactly what I think they are. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell so that you're notified when the review of this does go up. I am really excited about this one, and I'm going to let you guys know everything about it and what kind of the ownership experience of an Ovation is like. So actually I wanted to jump back to Guitar Center as well. So I am super impressed by their customer service. The people at the store were super, super helpful. Shipping is awesome. They seem to really, really care about the packaging. Adding in that hard case is amazing. I was not expecting that. And so for $300, this you really can't beat it. So their used inventory is really, really great. So I actually reached out to them and I joined their affiliate program so that I can link over to you guys and and let you guys also search for a used guitar or a new guitar on their website. I was not an affiliate of theirs when I ordered it, but just based off of everything I've had, I really wanted to be able to send you guys over to them. So the link is down in the description, or you can also find it in the top comment if you guys wanted to shop for a guitar like this one for you. As you can tell, this is a really nice guitar, and you can find one for yourself on there, and it can be done. You can call them, which is nice because a lot of places don't have eyes on their inventory like they do, and that just was a really cool experience to be able to fully actually be able to understand if this is a good guitar before I ever purchased it. So link down in the description, in the top comment. Also like this video, it helps me out with the algorithm, and stay tuned for the full review, and I am super excited. I'm going to be playing this guitar. See ya.